Hashtag Canon RF 85mm F1.2 USM lens script. So you've invested in a good mirrorless camera, but your portraits look flat and you can't get that gorgeous blurry background that separates your subject from the scene. You're stuck using kit lenses or slower 85mm options, and it's frustrating because you know the look you want is possible, you just don't have the right tool. The Canon RF 85mm F1.2 USM might be exactly what you're looking for. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. This lens is built specifically for portrait and headshot work, and honestly, it's one of the sharpest 85mm lenses Canon makes. The f1.2 aperture is the real game here. When you're shooting at that aperture, you get this incredible shallow depth of field where your subject is tack sharp and everything behind them just melts away into creamy bokeh. I'm talking professional-looking separation that makes your portraits pop off the screen. Whether you're shooting for clients or just want your Instagram content to look more polished, that wide aperture gives you control that slower lenses just can't match. The optical design is seriously solid. Canon threw in blue spectrum refractive optics, which basically means they've engineered this thing to eliminate chromatic aberration, so you won't see those weird colored fringes that sometimes show up on the edges of your images. Combined with the aspheric element and ultra-low dispersion lens, colors are accurate and clarity is really impressive even when you're shooting in mixed lighting. Close focusing is something a lot of people don't think about until they need it. This lens focuses down to about 2.79 feet, which means you can get really intimate with your shots. You're not forced to stand 10 feet away just to get focus. That flexibility is useful if you're doing beauty shots or even environmental portraits where you want some subject detail but not lose context. The control ring is one of my favorite practical features. You can dial in your aperture adjustments without taking your eye off the viewfinder. It makes shooting feel more intuitive and faster when you're moving between shots. That might sound minor, but when you're on set with limited time, those little efficiency gains matter. For video creators, the autofocus is snappy and the lens is quiet, so you won't get annoying focus hunting sounds picking up on your audio. That means less editing time later. The build quality feels premium too. It's weather sealed, so if you're caught in light rain or dealing with dust, you've got some protection. Now for the real talk. The main pro is obviously the f1.2 aperture and the image quality you get. The color science and sharpness are top tier, and the autofocus speed is impressive for a lens this bright. The con is price. This isn't a budget lens, it's a serious investment, and some people might feel like stepping down to an f2.8 or f4 lens saves them money without losing too much in real-world shooting. Also, it's heavy and builds heat sometimes during long video work. If you're serious about portraits and want that professional look, this lens delivers. Check the link below for current pricing on Amazon, and let me know in the comments if you've used this lens before.